Hi there, one of the key tools that you can use in the Fairlight page to make things sound great is the EQ tool. The EQ tool effectively allows you to boost the volume of certain frequencies or reduce the volume of other frequencies. For example, increasing or reducing the volume of the bass sounds. In this video I want to give you an overview of the EQ tool in DaVinci Resolve. So here we've got a music track. Let's just play this back quickly. To open up the EQ tool for a track, double click this section here, and this will bring up the EQ control. You've got 6 zones that you can turn on and off independently from band 1 all the way to band 6. You can increase the volume of different frequencies by moving the curve up or decrease the volume of certain frequencies by moving it down. You choose the frequencies by either moving it to the left, this will affect bass sounds, or moving it to the right to affect higher frequency sounds like a siren or people screaming. You can drag each of these zones around by just dragging the number, or you can adjust the dials here, such as the frequency and whether you're boosting those frequencies or cutting those frequencies. There's also this Q control, and that affects the band or how wide or narrow the range of frequencies will be affected. So if you just want to boost a specific frequency, but you don't want to affect the frequencies either side of it, you use a high Q factor. But if you want to affect a wider range of frequencies, then you can reduce this Q factor. And notice when we do this, we get a really wide curve. Now, any frequencies from about here to about here will be affected by this one adjustment. It's going to be loudest in the middle of the curve here though. I'm just going to turn off these bands and we'll start with this band 1. There's also different types of EQ adjustments that you can make. If I just choose this drop down here, you can see we've got these different shapes. Currently we're in this shape here. This is called a high pass filter. What this filter will do is it will let higher frequencies pass through. So here we've got this set to 183 Hertz. This will affect more of the bass frequencies. Bass frequencies less than this value will be reduced, and frequencies higher than this will be allowed to pass through as normal. Let me just demo this by playing this music back, and then I'll alter this high pass filter in real time. You can hear when we got up to this point that we cut out a lot of the bass from that music. As well as the high pass filter, on this side we've got the equivalent low pass filter. This allows low frequencies to pass through, but it will cut higher frequencies. I'll show you this in action. You can hear when we got down to here that all of these higher frequencies are being filtered out, but we still get the bass sounds. We've got other types of adjustments we can make. I'm just going to turn on band 2. By default, band 2 is set to this shape. This is a low shelf filter. And if I just reduce the gain, a low shelf filter will reduce the volume of lower frequencies, but it's not going to completely cut them out. If I turn this on, notice we're completely cutting out all of these frequencies, but a low shelf filter just reduces those frequencies without completely cutting them out. Let's go and change this drop down, and instead we'll select this type of adjustment. This is a bell curve adjustment. You can see that it kind of makes the shape of a bell. We can change the frequency, we can change how much we increase or decrease those frequencies, and as I showed you before, we can adjust how wide or narrow the adjustment is. Let me show you this in action. You can see we're boosting those higher frequencies. If we continue to play this back and I reduce the gain, you can hear that those hi-hats kind of got a lot less prominent. If you're trying to cut a really narrow range of frequencies, even adjusting this Q factor up might mean you're affecting frequencies either side of it that you don't want to affect. In that case, you can get really surgical and instead choose this. This is called a notch filter, and it will really eliminate very small bands of frequencies. Learning how to elevate the audio in your videos will really make you stand out from other editors, and it will really make your videos shine as much as they possibly can. Click the first link in this video description to check out my Fairlight course or scan this QR code. Alright, back to the video. You can toggle the entire EQ on and off, so just going to make some big changes here. And while it's playing back, I'm going to turn the entire EQ off and on using this toggle. You can also just single click the EQ section over here. So now you've got a feel for the EQ tool. You can use it to really improve, for example, the sound of people talking in your videos. And that's exactly what this next video is about. In it, you'll learn about the fundamental frequencies of human voice and how to use EQ to really bring out the best in vocals. I'm Jason Roberts, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.